here with Jamal Hameedi from SVT, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the tire size choices and why they went with the tire that they went with on the new GT500.
Okay, so everyone's saying, hey, I want 315s or 345s in the back, and actually we did look at bigger rear tires quite a bit. So the issue you have with putting a bigger rear tire is it's a great solution for a drag strip. But I mean, this is it's an all-around car, and when you put that big rear tire on, you have to balance it with the front tire as well, or else you'll generate increasing understeer. Ever since 2007, we've been dialing out understeer. So understeer is the enemy here. And so if we went to a let's just say 315 rear, then we'd have to go up from a 265 to let's say a 285, 295. And when you do that, your steering precision, your rut winder, all of that stuff just goes in the toilet. So, I mean, just a reality check. If you think of any of the really world-class cars that are known for having amazing steering and steering precision, go look at what their front tire size is, and that's a huge, the front tire size is a big deal for steering precision and turn-in response and things like that. So, so that's why we chose to stick with the 285. Now, the current car could be tricky to launch. So what we did is we rethought the gearing completely. Even though the new engine makes 500 foot-pounds of torque at 2,000 RPM, what we did is we actually went down from a 297 first gear to a 266, and then of course we went from a 373 down to a 331. So now what that does is we've reduced wheel torque with the 13 car compared to the 12, and it now becomes a much easier car to launch because and we still, quite honestly, even with that lower gearing, we're still not using all the torque that we have. And then you're also getting some benefits with that really tall gearing, like you hit your 60 mile per hour mark in first gear, you hit your quarter-mile mark in third gear, so you're deleting shifts, so you're making up time where you don't have to shift. And then the launch control is really amazing. Like, I think we're going to do some stories in the next coming months on the launch control versus a professional driver. And I'll just give you this little tidbit: the launch control more than holds its own against a professional driver in 90% of the conditions. So the traction story, I think the car does hook up. The gearing is very similar to a Ford GT, and that's the sensation of this car now becomes very similar to a Ford GT.
So the application of torque would feel more linear in this instead of just the brutal hit that you get with like the 11, 12 cars.
Yeah, and then the other thing is that now we've also got over rev, so a lot of our power is coming from that increased RPM band. We rev to 7,000 RPM now, and you don't have tire traction issues there so much. So there's a whole bunch of things. The Torsen also helps with hooking up out of corners better. So there's a lot of things that have gone into this car that help the launch of the car and make it an easier car to launch.
All right, thank you.